What is up, everybody? Fantasy Endgame live with you once again. It's good to be back. It is Wednesday night. I mean, again, 24 hours from football. Really, and the week's about to start. I feel like we say this every week. All right, it's been a busy week. It's been a crazy week. We got a lot of news as well. A lot going on. So we're gonna break it all down. Chris held down the fort last night. Much appreciated. So gonna try to do some of the heavy lifting tonight, just so that ease the load. Right, we're a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. We have a lot of news. I know we have a different opinion about which is the most exciting here. Let's start with probably the most fantasy relevant of the news. Is Bucky Irving is, I guess you could say, practicing. Right? What is the situation there?
Well, he was out there today. Now it was just a walkthrough, but still he was out there. He's limited. So is Chris Godwin, by the way. So at least it seems like he's close. Like, will it be this week? We'll have to wait and see. Let's hope it's this week. But at least there's signs of life here that maybe he's close.
Close is good. It's better than nothing, which is what we got last week and the week before and the week before. So. Yeah. But it was a walkthrough, is that right? I mean, it wasn't like a full, like he wasn't out there like taking hits and all that.
Right. Okay. It was a walkthrough.
But it's something. All right. And remember, what's the most important thing? It's hope. Always have to have hope. Although it's not going to help you win. All right. I cannot wait any longer. Come on. We can't bear the lead here. We have a new quarterback. Quarterback changes are always exciting, usually. But we now finally have what we've been waiting for. It's Jameis Winston back in the saddle again. It only took an injury and a benching for it to happen. But Jackson Dart, of course, concussion protocol. Nobody wanted to see that. But we don't get more Russ, which I think nobody's going to be sad about, right? He's been demoted, I guess, essentially. Jameis has been promoted to the number 2 quarterback with Dart out. It's Jameis Winston time. If only Malik Neighbors were there. But still, come on. Yeah. This could be a shot in the arm. And also, remember, this team now, Brian Daboll's out, right? His old ways. I mean, something's got to be different besides just the quarterback. Like what they're doing, right? Something's got to change. Like, what do you expect here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Jameis, like, as soon as Dart's ready, Dart's playing again. Like, Jameis Winston is not going to take over that.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1 job, but at least we know with Jameis Winston, he's not afraid to sling it. So this got to make you feel better about all the pass catchers, especially Darius Slayton. Now, Darius Slayton did not practice today with a hamstring, so we'll keep an eye on that. But assuming he's good to go, I feel pretty good about Darius Slayton this week. Not too bad about Wan'Dale Robinson, although don't feel great either because it is a tough spot for Wan'Dale this week. And, Jameis is not a check down king, so. But at least, it's exciting. But yeah, like you said, it's a Giants offense. It's like he's throwing to Darius Slayton and Wan'Dale Robinson and Theo Johnson. Like,
I know. The state of this Giants offense isn't ideal, needless to say, but at least, Giants fans have something to look forward to. Jameis Winston. I'm curious to see how much the, Dayball being out, how much the offense changes, if it changes, like what they're going to do. You know what I mean? If the philosophy is any different, but we'll see. All right, so Jameis is in. Some players, unfortunately, are out. This one was pretty big news, obviously significant for fantasy today. Out of nowhere, Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to miss because he needed an appendicitis procedure. That's one of those things that just kind of, right, can flare up anytime. So, I mean, he's already been ruled out. I haven't heard that it's going to necessarily be long-term because it could keep you out longer than 1 week. It's not just a quick in and out sometimes. But I mean, look, Harrison is kind of all they got besides McBride, the tight end. So Trey Benson, is he coming back? What's this Cardinals offense going to give us? Just a headache?
Probably going to give us a monster Trey McBride week. That's my guess. I'm guessing Trey McBride. I mean, please don't even ask Trey McBride or any other tight end. No, Trey McBride is the tight end 1 this week, and it's not even close. I mean, look, maybe it won't happen, but you got to find out. Trey McBride's got to be in every single fantasy lineup this week. I think Michael Wilson potentially becomes a sneaky start here because, I mean, who else do they really have? Like Greg Dortch. Zay Jones, I think, is going to be out too.
Right.
So, like, yeah, Michael Wilson might have to be a thing this week.
Did notice a couple of savvy DraftLane users in our leagues did pick up Michael Wilson today right after that news broke before I could get to it. So that's good. I mean, again, I'm not going to all of a sudden promote Michael Wilson to like a solid pick or anything like that, but could be a sneaky flex.
Yeah.
We already kind of knew Garrett Wilson is going to be out. Actually, I want your take on this because, you know, we do most of the videos together, but then with some we divide and conquer, and I usually talk stashes. And I talked for this week with Garrett Wilson out, not just this week, but multiple weeks, most likely. Look, they just traded for Adonai Mitchell. Didn't play last week, right? And, you know, obviously just came over, but do you think now just out of sheer necessity, they're like, okay, let's see what you got?
I mean, they should, but it's the Jets, so who even knows? I guess we'll find out tomorrow, right? They play tomorrow. I mean, I'm not taking a chance on AD Mitchell in my fantasy lineups this week, that's for sure. But it would be nice to see him get a second shot here.
All right. Yeah, that's like Michael Wilson. Okay, you want to stream, fine. AD Mitchell, I'm not starting him. But I do think if you got room and you're just looking for some stashes, I think this is a sneaky stash still. So I want to make sure to mention him. Garrett Wilson, again, definitely out. What's the deal with J.K. Dobbins here? We know that he was seeking a second opinion, but now we're hearing IR is a possibility. I mean, look, the Broncos have their bye next week. And so, like, all right, a week off, a week to rest, maybe back, but maybe not.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Apparently today they asked Sean Payton about it, and he said they're still working through that or deciding on that or whatever the coaches, right? They all say the same thing, kind of. So, I mean, look, he almost certainly is not playing this week. I would definitely not be banking on J.K. Dobbins this week. I mean, I guess it depends. If you have R.J. Harvey, you're hoping he goes on IR. If you don't have R.J. Harvey and you have Dobbins, you're hoping he just misses this week and then comes back after the bye. So, yeah, we'll just have to keep monitoring this, but I definitely don't think he's playing this week. Almost certainly not playing this week.
No, and even if he was, I mean, like the way the Broncos offense has looked, and Dobbins hasn't been scoring touchdowns, and it's the Chiefs. Like it'd probably be a bad week to start him, anyways. Yeah, look, Dobbins is one of those guys you root for. So many injuries, and here's another one, right? I mean, look, I have a little bit of guilt. I feel bad saying, like, you know, as an RJ Harvey owner in many, many, many leagues, especially in Underdog best ball leagues, kind of excited to see Harvey take that backfield to himself, you know, at least for a short time. So I wouldn't mind if Dobbins, you know, hit the IR, maybe took the rest of the season off. But, you know, we'll see what happens here. And then let's see. Isaiah Pacheco in that same game, missing practice. I mean, I almost hate to ask, does this really matter for the Chiefs' backfield? Is just going to be Kareem Hunt rate?
Well, yeah, it matters for that reason, right? I mean, if Pacheco doesn't play, I mean, Kareem Hunt at least, you know, is startable because he can score. He'll get the bulk of the touches. I mean, we saw Brashard Smith barely involved, so I think it matters. I think if Pacheco plays, then Kareem Hunt is more like you're really just hoping Kareem Hunt scores a touchdown if Pacheco plays. But if Pacheco's out, at least he gets the touches, so gives him a little more of a floor.
Well, that's true. You know, actually, and think about there's one league where like a JT is on bye, had nothing good on the bench for RB this week. So I was like, all right, Kareem Hunt, join the squad. At least you could score. But now I'm like, all right, it's not bad. Dalton Kincaid missing practice. You know, we heard words like indefinitely, you know, about his injury. It might not be a 1 week thing, but another guy I talked about on the video, the stash video that's going to come out, is the rookie tight end there, Jackson Haws. Do you think he's the move? Is it Dawson Knox, or is it just stay away?
I mean, I would prefer to stay away. I think if I had to choose, I would choose Jackson Haws because it seems like he's, you know, Dawson Knox, just kind of what Dawson Knox is. I'd rather take a chance on Jackson Haws, but Hopefully you're not at that point, but you might be. You might be.
At some point or other, we all get to that point, right? And you're just like, well, what is there? CJ Stroud still in the protocol. Now, again, it's only Wednesday. We still got a couple days until the official injury reports come out. But at this point, it seemed like we were going to be without Stroud again, or should I say that the Texans are going to be with Davis Mills again.
Yeah, because we would like to at least, usually we see guys get like some limited practices in, which shows that like, okay, they're nearing close. The fact that he didn't practice and is still in the protocol makes me think we might get another week of the general, which might not be bad if you have Nico Collins, apparently.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I feel totally fine with Nico Collins. And this week, I mean, how can you not love Nico Collins? So, and then in that also that same matchup there, the Tennessee side against the Texans, well, Calvin Ridley actually back at practice. But the problem, I think, with this one here, you know, Calvin Ridley plays, I think he's still in the Titans offense, isn't he?
Yeah, the problem is he didn't get traded, so he's still stuck in the Titans offense. This is desperation. I will say, though, I mean, I talked about this on the wide receiver video. This is a good matchup because the Texans, I mean, okay, it's not a good matchup. Texans are a tough defense, of course. But they do play the fifth most zone, and his target per out run rate does go up against zone. But also it's Calvin Ridley and the Titans, and it is the Texans. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see him at least get this game out of the way with before I consider Calvin Ridley again. But, you know, those of you maybe had stashed him or looking for somebody with some potential, Ridley seems like he's on his way back. And also potentially on his way back, I mean, it's not a receiver, but the Jags obviously need help. You know, Travis Hunter done for the season. That's pretty much the most brutal blow. I think just because it was like he just had started to come on, right? He just had that big game. Like, and it's like now he can become a thing. And then it was taken away. But Brenton Strange, the tight end, it looks like his practice window is opened. Is this a guy that's worth stashing just because of those injuries? You know, BTJ still probably questionable.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a tight end, why not? Before the injury, he was involved. Travis Hunter's not coming back. Who knows about BTJ? Yeah, definitely worth the stash if you're hurting a tight end for sure.
All right. There you go. And this is only Wednesday. We're still going to get plenty more injury updates throughout the week. And we'll check in with you tomorrow night before the game. But that's what we know for now. So make the appropriate moves. For some of you, waivers already ran. So you can go out and check who's still left there. Were some of these players not picked up? Or maybe some of these players now become more interesting. So always trying to give you the most updated information. That's what we got. We also try to make sure that you are up to date with all the best picks that you could possibly make. I like this one. It's a freebie. It's Drake May just getting a yard. That's right. One of the front runners for MVP, apparently. Drake May, if he just gets a yard, you win this pick on Underdog. It's a good pick, but unfortunately, you only get it if you're a new customer to Underdog. New customers should definitely take advantage of this. If you sign up for the first time on Underdog and use code ENDGAME when you check out, you get that free pick. You get up to $1,000 of bonus cash to based on your deposit, your first deposit. They'll match half, and then you also get more bonus cash, $100 put into your account, bonus funds, as soon as you play $5 towards any of those picks. So go ahead and try it now. Underdog, it is absolutely free. All right. We will do the DraftLane question in a minute. My phone is still charging here, so we'll probably get to DraftLane in a second. But a quick reminder, DraftLane app is absolutely free to download on the App Store or the Google Play Store. And you can also use code ENDGAME when you sign up there, and you get 10 free credits. We'll start with your questions first, though. Thank you, Parallel Earth. Always love that. So the first question here, nice and early, was Juicy Boosie. Good morrow. Thank you for that. PPR, start Ted Keenan or RJ Harvey. We just talked about the Dobbins news. And then which defense in that game do you like?
I mean, I think you got to go Chiefs defense against the Broncos. I don't really want to start the Broncos defense against Patrick Mahomes. I know the Broncos have a good defense, but not against Patrick Mahomes. Between those three guys, I'm going to go RJ Harvey. I don't love RJ Harvey this week, but I also don't love Ted Keenan. Harvey should be the guy. Of course, Peyton saying things like, we'll probably see Jaleel McLaughlin. I'm sure we'll see, Tyler Batty. Is it pronounced Batty? However you pronounce it, because he's kind of been involved. But RJ Harvey, I still think is going to be the lead back here. I'm going to go RJ Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable to assume he won't get 100% of the touches, just because Dobbins is out. I mean, he'll be the main back, but not the only back. Yeah, I mean, look, Keenan has been trending downwards steadily. I just can't get too excited about Ted, so I'm fine with Harvey. What about the defense there, Broncos or Chiefs? I mean, I think it would be the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said I'm going Chiefs. I'm not going to start the Broncos against Mahomes.
No. Mark Wassman, with Marv out, okay, well, Michael Wilson or Darius Slayton, who now has Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I think if Slayton plays, you got to go Slayton with Jameis Winston.
Yeah, Slayton's still a solid pickup regardless, just bad timing that he got banged up that last week. But yeah, Slayton's your first choice if he plays. Wilson is a fine fallback. Zachary Mudd. What's up, Zach? Trade offer. In one of the sleeper leagues, I traded Jacobs. Oh, I was like, you couldn't have done this. Okay, Jacobs and Trey Tucker to get Caleb Adams and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I don't know about this. There's got to at least be a decent QB on the waiver wire, right? This isn't. I assume this isn't super flex. I mean, if it's super flex, yeah, give me Caleb. Give me the Caleb side. But assuming this isn't super flex, I mean, you say Dart's your only QB, so it's certainly not super flex. I don't know. I do like Aaron Jones, but I mean, Josh Jacobs is a stud. You're talking about a stud. And I know Adams has been good, but he's still number 2 to Puka here. I don't think I do this. There's got to be some QB on the waiver wire I feel like I could just roll with this week if I have to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. Sounds like we're doing this because, I don't have a good quarterback this week. And then you're like, yeah, I mean, have Pickens. Yeah, you don't want Pickens as your best receiver necessarily, but I mean, you're not getting. That's the thing is Devontae Adams is close. He's more like Pickens, right? He's more like high end wide receiver 2 than stud number 1 receiver. So it's good, but you're giving up a great running back. Trey Tucker doesn't really matter. So this is close. I get it, but it still feels a little bit quantity over quality, Speaking of Aaron Jones, and also speaking of, if you need advice, for fantasy football, you come here. If you need advice for golf, apparently, Coach Kendall is it. Suck less at golf with Coach Kendall. Aaron Jones or Travis Etienne?
I actually have Aaron Jones higher this week. I like Aaron Jones a lot this week. I'm going to go Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine. It's a good, not great spot for Etienne. Let's go with Aaron Jones. He's been trending upward. What's up, Cody? What is the general consensus surrounding Tyler Lockett? Please go away. I mean, respectfully, it's okay to hang it up. Yes, for some reason, Pete Carroll decided he not only did he need Tyler Lockett on his team, he needs him to be his leading receiver. Do you think that's going to continue?
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know if he's going to continue to be the leading receiver, but I think he's going to continue to be annoyingly involved. I mean, they went out and traded for him. They traded away Jacoby Myers. They didn't trade him, right? He got released and they signed him. So, but whatever. Yeah, I think he's going to continue to be annoyingly involved for sure.
Right, and that's one of the reasons where Trey Tucker is like, so whatever. Like the number one receiver, he's still just a flex, right? He's not getting major target share. So, you're asking, is he coming on or was that a fluke? I don't think it's either of those. I don't think he's coming on to anything. Like, I think he is what he is. It's not going to get much better, but I don't think it was a fluke either. I don't think he's going away. Just enough to be not exactly quite fantasy relevant, but enough that he's going to affect other receivers. Kind of like Michael Wilson has been. But now with Marv out, Cali Kid wants to know, would you pick up Michael Wilson over Jacoby Myers?
I don't think so. Because, I mean, look, okay, let's say, well, we know Marvin Harrison's missing this week. Maybe he misses next week, but then Marvin Harrison's back and Michael Wilson goes back to the waiver wire. Like, yeah, Michael Wilson is a guy you can pick up if you're like, hey, I need a wide receiver this week. I'm desperate.
Right.
But I like not over a guy that has long-term value like Jacoby Myers. No.
Exactly. Michael Wilson's the type of player if you need someone this week to flex or you just want a better flex, fine. Long-term, Jacoby Myers is a better player, slightly better situation, but yeah, only if you're going to play. If you're not going to play Michael Wilson this week, don't bother. CR, hello from Germany. Welcome. 3 receivers, 2 flex, half PPR, lost Garrett Wilson. Yep. So we're talking waiver wire. Have players, pick 2. Okay, Michael Wilson, Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman is also back on the injury report from what I see. Like, don't worry about him. And there's Lockett and there's Hawkinson.
Well, man, I think Michael Wilson has to be number 1 here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we're just taking a chance on Lockett or maybe take a chance on Hawkinson somehow scoring. Oh, my. I mean, at least you're 8-2. That's good. That's good. Because you might be 8-3 after this week. I don't know. I would probably go Wilson and Lockett and hope Lockett is the leading receiver again.
Well, at least you know he's getting some targets. Yeah, I think just take Wilson and Lockett. All right. I see a theme here. We got another Michael Wilson question. Mark Wassman. Got another one. Judy or Michael Wilson?
I think you still got to go Judy here, especially if Tillman's going to miss. I mean, look, this could be a trap. But he got 12 targets last week. Why? Why did he get 12 targets, right? Like, that's the question. Like, why did all of a sudden he get 12 targets? Why all of a sudden? Like, where was he all year? But I mean, it's not like Michael Wilson is as good as Marvin Harrison. He's just been waiting for Marvin Harrison to get out of the way. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Michael Wilson's fine, but I don't know. I think you got to go Judy over Michael Wilson.
Yeah. I think in this case, that's fine. Like it's like you said, Michael Wilson, he's been there. Like, it's not like he hadn't had chances before. So he's fine for this week. I think he's fine. All right, let's get to Cali Kid has a couple more actually. Fair question. Hurts or May? We say both are must starts. Who's a must starter?
Man. May feels a little safer. I think I'm just going to go May.
I mean, he gets the Jets, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Go May too. Can't go wrong with that. Let's go May. And then 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 1 flex from this group. Wow, we got Puka, JSN, and London.
2 running backs and 2 wide receivers are going to go Henry. Warren? Is that Jalen Warren? I'm going to go Henry and Jalen Warren. I'm going to go Puka, JSN, and you got to flex London.
Yeah, I agree. And then another team from Cali, also 2-1. Wow. Now here you're stacked at running back. You got Gibbs, Bijan, and Dowdle. I think Etienne and Walker have to sit. St. Brown and
I mean, pretty stacked at wide receiver too, though. But I mean, you got to start Gibbs, Bijan, Dowdle. You got to start St. Brown, and then I think we're gonna go Waddle this week.
yeah, Waddle or Ladd. Somebody has to sit. But yeah, we like Waddle a little bit more. Ash, Abaquad. Well, look, we don't know your standings. I don't know. 5-5 doesn't feel like must win. Probably not, but 2-2.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand. Like, it kind of feels like must win, but it's really not. But look, every week you could be 10-0 right now, and you still feel like must win, right? Like,
yeah.
All right.
So, 2-2.
You know what's funny, real quick? It's almost like that in the NFL too, right? Like, you could have a team, like let's say the Patriots. Patriots have won like 7 in a row. They look fantastic. They look great. They have a good team. If they lose tomorrow to the Jets, on Friday everybody's going to be panicking, right? Everybody's going to be panicking on Friday. Like, oh, are they not for real? Are they like? And then next week they'll roll whoever they play, and it'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. They're still good. Like, this is just how humans are, right? It's like whatever happened right now is all that matters. But that being said, you still want to win. Let's get a win this week. All right. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a flex. Javonte, Chase Brown, Harvey Henderson. Going to go the first 2 running backs. CD Flowers, AJ Brown, DK. I think you got to go CD Flowers. I really wanted to put AJ Brown on the booms this week. I think it's just too risky. But I'm going to start. Well, I'll say this. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I do go Henderson. Henderson, AJ Brown. We don't know about Ramondre yet. I mean, I have AJ Brown ahead of Henderson this week. I think this could be a big AJ Brown week. It's risky, but the Lions play a ton of man and a ton of single high. These are the matchups that AJ Brown dominates. Now we got the whole Twitch comments coming out. Squeaky wheel, right? Squeaky wheel week. I want to take a chance on AJ Brown, but Henderson's safer, especially if Ramondre's out.
Yeah, I think, and I don't even feel just like safer, but I feel like Henderson now, we've seen it, it's like a lot of times, especially with these rookies, it's like once the floodgates are open, like that's it. It's just going to keep coming. I'm not saying he's going to have a monster game every single week, but I mean, I want him in my lineup. If Mondre's out, I would go Henderson, but okay with AJ Brown there as well. I mean, he's a little scary. Welcome, Brother Pickle. No must win here in first. Trade deadlines this week, though. Okay, here we go. Franklin and Mason for either Marv, Flowers, or Pittman. And if so, I mean, obviously not a great time to trade for Marv. What do you think?
I mean, if you can pull this off, I'll even take Marv. I don't care. Give me Marv. I'll wait a couple weeks for Marv to come back. Like Franklin and Mason to get one of these guys? Yeah. Any of them. But I don't know if you can, but you could try.
Well, that's the point. It says try, so maybe we're just making a big assumption here. I don't know who's trading for Mason right now, but hey, could try it. Look, Franklin has been coming on. People talk about Franklin. Pittman coming off a down game on bye this week. Somebody might be willing to give up Pittman, but Flowers is the one I think I would prefer. And then if he can't, she's, I guess, asking who to drop, Corum, Mason, or Booty.
I think any of those guys are droppable. I'm probably going to drop Mason. Aaron Jones is the guy.
Yep. All right. Bob. What is up, Bob? Bob Ruhlman. 2-2-1. Got Bijan, Jacobs, Dowdle, K9, Algier, Bucco, Dunze, Pickens, AJB. Oh, a lot of good players here. Oh, he said for me to ask again. All right.
Oh, that's right. I said if you want. That's right. I answered last night. So your turn. Your turn.
All right. Well, I mean, I would say this would be easy, but it's tough because you have a couple of good players I want to start that might not be able to. But I think you got to go Bijan, Jacobs, Dowdle. Like, how do you sit those guys? Igbuka, I think, has to be in your lineup. So it's like, man, I normally would just say Odunze. Pickens, and we just finished talking about Pickens, right? So Dunze or Pickens. I think I have to go Dunze. As much as I do like Pickens this week, I think it's Bijan, Jacobs, Dowdle, Ibuka, Dunze, and then Gadsden.
I think I said Pickens. I have Pickens over Odunze this week. I don't love Odunze this week.
Yeah, that's the one that's close between those two. So sorry, Bob. Also, if forced to drop a running back, would you drop K9 and keep Algier?
No, I don't think so.
Because he's got Bijan, like, get that insurance policy.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those players. He only because he's a running back, you're like, well, let's keep him. He's kind of DJ Moore-esque. He's kind of a bench clogger at this point. Like, you really don't want to start him, but you really don't want to drop him. But then you're like, why am I holding him if I never really want to start him? Like, what has forced him to stay on your roster? Last year, the hope that Charbonnet gets hurt. Like, I think if you need to, you can drop him. Alex B. Keenan Dobbs worthy. Need one. Now, Dobbs is also banged up. Who knows if he'll play, right?
Yeah, I don't even think it matters to me here. This is going to be worthy for me. I mean, I want to say none of the above, but I'll go worthy.
Yeah, exactly. Not loving worthy either, but exactly. You got to pick one, so I guess worthy. All right, G for Gamer Kid. Should I start Sutton or QJ, or drop Bill for Tez?
I would drop Bill for Tez anyways. Would I start? I do really like Tez again this week. Yeah, I have him. Although I still have Sutton over Tez, barely. But I don't blame you if you want to play Tez.
I mean, Bill is droppable, so I think I would do that. And then, man, I don't know. Maybe Tez over Sutton. It's like I want to just start Sutton, but I probably would start Sutton still, I guess. All right, Robert Perky. What's up, Robert? I think he's back on dry land these days, is he not?
I think so.
All right. Focused now. It's focused on the 30 fantasy leagues. Not kidding. All right, here we go. You ready? Wandale or Travion?
Travion.
Agree. Aaron, I think Jones or Chase Brown?
Wow, I like them both, but I think we got to go Chase Brown.
Yeah. Debo or Wandale?
Ooh, that one's close. I have Wandale higher.
Yeah, you know what? With Winston in there, let's bump him up a little more. Wandale. And then I think Rashad White or Woody Marks.
I'm going to go Woody Marks either way, even if Bucky's out. We saw a lot of Sean Tucker last week. Give me Woody Marks.
Yeah, and Marks, it's a good spot for him. Let's see, right? We've seen this before, but he's starting to, well, at least last week, he started to take over the backfield. Pickens or what? Rashad White? It's definitely Pickens there.
Yeah, definitely Pickens.
Laporta or Ferguson?
Ferguson this week.
And then White or Chase Brown?
Definitely Chase Brown.
Pick 2. Aaron Jones. Henry? Come on. No, don't do him dirty like that. So pick 1. Aaron Jones, Rashad White, or Etienne?
Aaron Jones.
And then RJ Harvey or Stephon Diggs?
I'm still going Stephon Diggs here. I assume these are all full PPR, right? Yeah, I'm still going to go Stephon Diggs. Not a great spot for Harvey this week.
Yeah, love Dobbins being out for him, but the matchup is just not ideal. And then White or Etienne?
Etienne?
Diggs or Wandale?
Diggs.
All right. Got that, Robert. Lock it in. All of them. Jordan, yes. Bucky, big on the thumbnail was good, pretty good. I mean, hopefully. Saw the QB tight end start sit. Who to start here? Goddard, the Muth, or Auden?
Ooh, these are all good. I have Goddard number 1 this week.
Yeah, this is tough because we know what Muth did against the Bengals before and could do again. So it's like, how do you not take that chance? But yeah, I mean, Auden has been on a roll. Goddard. All right, how about this? This change of decision here. Apparently, he was offered. It says AJ and Fannin for Goddard. Is that AJ?
Yeah, give me AJ Brown. Give me AJ Brown and Fannin. Give me AJ Brown and Fannin. I'll take a chance on AJ Brown here.
Yeah. I'll take AJB for Goddard straight up.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay, not sure. No, you don't. Okay, even like I don't need AJ Brown. I mean, come on. If you already have those tight ends, like you don't need Goddard. I think it'll take AJ Brown. Take AJ
Exactly.
Brown. Jay, 1364. One running back, one flex from Genty Jones Vidal Sutton.
I'm going to go Genty and Aaron Jones.
Good with that. Another league, Herbert or Flacco?
I do really like Flacco this week, but I have Herbert ahead of Flacco.
Don't want the repeat of the Icy Hot Bowl. No, I'm taking that.
I mean, I'll take the repeat of that. It's just, come on, you feel much better about Herbert this week, and he's got a great matchup.
I don't know. I think I have to put Flacco there. Both are good spots. Manny Sins, hello. Needs a flex. Goddard, Ridley, Tez, Monty, Tucker, Golden.
Tez. I'm flexing Tez. I like Tez a lot here. Let's go Tez.
There you go. And then Jake the Snake. Who can I get for Lamar? Well,
wait. You have Allen as your QB. Why do you want Lamar?
No, I think he says get for Lamar, like he's trading Lamar away, which is like, well, why do you have both those quarterbacks?
Yeah, why do you have both those quarterbacks? You better get something really good. Like, if I'm looking at running backs, I want like Javonte Williams, Derrick Henry. If I'm looking at wide receivers, I want like Nico Collins, Emeka Egbuka, guys like that. Like, I'm not trading Lamar Jackson and getting, like Zay Flowers. I mean, I like Zay Flowers, but like, come on, I need more. You want my Lamar Jackson, you got to give me more.
Jake, realistically, this comes down to who at this point in the season, who's a contender and doesn't have a quarterback that they really like or trust, right? And wants Lamar Jackson. Like, what do they have to offer? You're not going to have a ton. Like, you can't trade for every team in the league unless, there's going to be some where they're like, I've been rolling with Daniel Jones, but I'm a little worried now, and he's on bye. Like, yeah, I want Lamar Jackson. Like those kind of teams. But yeah, you're not going to be able to trade with everybody here because some people actually have good quarterbacks already. But you have two of them for some reason. Money Mitch, you're welcome in advance. Have DJ Baker, Jacobs, Jones, Henry, Benson, Nico, Buka Rice. Okay, there's a lot of players here. Sitting Henry for Aaron Jones.
No, wait, hold on. I don't think so, but I mean, look, I have Aaron Jones over Henry. I don't hate it.
I couldn't do it. I mean, I like Aaron Jones this week, but I don't have any compelling reason to sit the king. So
Browns aren't enough.
Not with the king.
All right.
Who can I trade Nico for? Not Waddle.
I mean, I don't know. What are you looking for? No, not you should be able to get more than Waddle or Ladd. Like, if you want another wide receiver, I think like Egbuka's fair. Adams probably fair. Like, those guys feel fair. Running back again. Well, you already have Henry, Javonte, Kyron, guys like that. Maybe James Cook.
All right, and one more for Mitch. Did you drop Shaheed or Denver when Benson is off IR?
Shaheed
At
or
Denver.
the Denver
DNV.
defense? I'll drop the Denver defense. Unless you're going to play the Denver defense.
I don't know who else DNV could be. Yeah, I mean, I guess Denver then. Yeah. Oh, he says he has 2 defenses. Don't have 2 defenses.
Yeah, you don't need 2 defenses.
No. Look, I'll just stick it as Denver and Dallas. I mean, I get they're playing Kansas City. Well, I don't know. I guess you could play Dallas defense this week just because they get the Raiders, but I know Denver has a bye next week. I don't know. Alexis Aguilar, set this lineup 2-2 in a flex. Bijan, Genti, Judkins, Trevion, Harvey. Wide receivers are Nico Sutton and Higgins.
You're going to play Bijan and Genti. I'm going to play Nico Higgins, and I'm going to flex Trevion.
Okay. There you go. Selena Ortega. Welcome back, Selena. Got Lamar, needs 2, 1 flex, and a tight end here. 5th place with 6 playoff spots, so kind of a bubble team.
I'm going to go Kyron Aaron Jones at running back. London CD at wide receiver. Zay at flex. Wow, you have McBride and Bowers, but you got to play McBride at tight end. Got to play McBride.
Yeah, and she said tried advice because I remember this. We had said we'll try to trade, and she said no go. Nobody wants Bowers, really? It's weird, but I guess you tried. You can always flex them. All right, we got Moises here. It was offered Brees and Worthy for Rico.
I mean, look, Worthy doesn't even. This is Brees for Rico. I think I would just take Rico at this point.
Yeah, Worthy is kind of worthless, honestly. He's not done anything. You can't prefer Brees to Rico, I don't think. So no, this isn't enough. We give you a substantial enough receiver that you could actually want to start. Okay, maybe. Drop Watson to pick up Michael Wilson.
Again, I mean, only if you absolutely need Michael Wilson this week, but you don't, because I would probably, because you can just roll with Watson. Watson has Michael Wilson. Like, if Marvin Harrison is back next week or the week after, Michael Wilson just goes back to the waiver wire. Like, that's it. You just drop him. Watson still has long-term potential. I don't want to drop somebody with long-term potential for a 1 or 2 week rental.
Exactly. And then also tight end Loveland, Schultz, Hanning, like Fannin or Njoku.
Pretty sure I have Schultz the highest here, but let me verify. Yes, Schultz.
All right, Sammy. Hit with injury. Evans, Wilson, AJB. Okay, so pick 3. AJB, Tez, I think Parker, Washington, Juwan Jennings this week. Who sits?
It's between Parker and Jennings. Where do I have Jennings? I have Jennings a little bit higher than Parker Washington, personally.
Yeah, I do too. Like Jennings just a little bit more. And now Big Man Fishing, what is up? Needs to win the next 3 to make the playoffs. Okay, well, let's do it. We need 1 receiver and 1 flex from Sutton, Tez, Keenan, Pop, Addison, K9, Sharp, Rashard White.
I'm going to go Sutton and Tez.
Yeah, those running backs, don't want to start any of them. Pop. Let's go Sutton and Tez. All right, and then he also has an 8-teamer. Not struggling to make the playoffs, sitting at first place. Very nice. Any changes here? I mean, JT is on bye, Daniel Jones on bye, Dobbins is hurt. Not much to change.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
So Legend wants to know, is it still worth trying to trade for Bucky or Godwin? Should I stash Evans? Which Buck?
Well, it may be too late to trade for Bucky because he's back at practice. But if you can, yeah, still trade for him. Godwin, I don't know. I don't know if I want to trade for Godwin.
Yeah, I mean, he's not coming back real soon, and it's still a question of how healthy is he going to be. The target share, agree. I don't want to trade for Godwin anymore. I think you got plenty of time to trade for Bucky unless they suddenly tomorrow, the next day, probably won't be until Friday, even if it happens, declare like, yes, he's definitely playing. I think you still got at least a day. You can try to trade for Bucky. We'll try it. What about this? Chris R. Somebody traded Sutton and Addison for Drake London in a home league. Did they get cooked?
Yeah, I mean, whoever traded Sutton and Addison for Drake London got absolutely cooked. Cooked.
All right. Cooked it is. I wonder if that someone was you. No, maybe not. Just curious. Michael Kazar.
I hope not. Not.
Got offered Puka for Kyron and Devonta Smith.
Nah. So this is what so for me, this sounds like you're trading away Puka to get Kyron and Devonta Smith. I'm not doing that.
No, I think he says got offered Puka, meaning someone's like, hey, take Puka. And I see Smith on that. I don't see Kyron in his lineup, but I do see Smith. So I think he would be the one getting Puka.
Yeah, get Puka.
Yeah.
Take it.
I mean, look, looking at the roster now, you traded away Kyron, like he's not deep at running back. He's got Chase Brown and you have Achane. Never mind. You're fine. Yeah, take it.
Fine.
Take it. Vinny. What's up, Vinny? Needs a running back, a receiver, and a flex. Harvey, Chase Brown, Marks, Debo, Jennings, Sutton, the ghost, or AJB, the bust.
Is AJB or BTJ the biggest bust of the season right now?
BTJ.
Yeah, it's definitely BTJ, right? BTJ was drafted higher. BTJ has not had one big game all year. At least AJB's had a couple of good games, a couple of big games. All right. Anyways, one running back, one wide receiver flex. Running back will be Chase Brown. Look, out of this group, give me AJB. I will take a chance. Again, I really like AJB this week. I'm going to really be kicking myself if AJB goes off and we didn't have him on the Pooms. But there's also the chance that he does it.
Yeah.
Flex will be man. I think I'm just gonna flex RJ Harvey here, assuming Dobbins is out, which I'm gonna assume Dobbins is out.
Right. Only if Dobbins is out. I mean, Chase Brown's for sure. At receiver, sure, I'll go AJB with this group. Yeah, it's like Harvey or Marks for me. And is the Marks takeover going to continue? The thing with Marks is he gets the Titans.
Oh wait, I didn't see Marks. I missed Marks. I would go Marks. I would definitely go Marks.
Yeah, because it's not just it's the Titans, right? Obviously, but that was the team when back in I think it was week 4, he had that game where everyone's like, it's Woody Marks now. It's his backfield, like because he had just played the Titans. Anyways, so let's go Marks. All right, Julio, Aloha. Are you in Hawaii right now? Like I know you don't live there. Lamar, Saquon, Jacobs, Rico, Hendy, Harvey, Chase, Buka, Pickens, T-Mac, J-Mo, and Bowers. 2, 2, and 1.
I'm gonna go Jacobs and Rico, Chase, Igbuka. I have Saquon, or I still have Saquon slightly over Pickens. So I'm going to go Jacobs, Rico, Chase, Igbuka, Saquon at the flex.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was going to say, are we just flat out benching Saquon Barkley? I mean, if you put Pickens in there, I wouldn't hate it either. We love Pickens this week, but Yeah, I don't know about putting him over Barkley. But look, Julio, you're now poised. You have a good squad heading into the playoffs. Like you're pretty good shape.
Yeah, he should be feeling good.
Sam Piazza, would you play Sutton, Tucker, or Parker Washington?
I know Sutton's been killing you, but I still have Sutton higher. If you want to go Parker Washington, I don't blame you. I don't have Sutton like way over Parker Washington, but I don't think I can put Sutton below Parker Washington.
And here's the thing. This is, again, it's all about perspective. You're like, I mean, Sutton has been in my lineup and he's killed me, right? He hasn't done anything. That's like, I don't like how it feels when I play Cortland Sutton. But what if it was flipped and you had Trey Tucker in your lineup the last 2 weeks? Would you be like,
yeah,
Trey Tucker, he's been getting the job done? Or would you be like, Trey Tucker's been killing you? It's the same thing, right? Like same guy. It's just one of them let you down and the other you didn't expect anything from. So, yeah, I'm just going to go Sutton here. Zachary Mudd, Ted McMillan, Kalamanungai, Singletary, or Slayton.
Pretty sure I've Slayton the highest here.
That's what I'm thinking, right? If he's healthy, of course.
Tat right there, Manungai over there. Who else we got? Singletary, nah. So it's going to either be Slayton for me, and if Slayton happens to miss, which would be really frustrating, the week Jameis starts, Slayton doesn't play, that'd be really frustrating. Then I would go Tat.
Right. All right. And then Bobby Brook. How's it going? Love, Mariota, Brissett, or Jameis?
I still got to go Love here.
I mean,
Love gets a good matchup against that Giants defense. He should bounce back. I've said this a couple times yesterday. Like Love, Brissett are very close for me. I do like Brissett a lot this week. I know Jameis can sling it, but this is the Packers defense. Like This is a legit top 5 defense he's facing this week. I'm going to go Love.
And Brissett already was not that exciting, but with Harrison now out, like you can't start Brissett. And then Mariota is barely startable. If Winston had a better matchup, maybe. But let's give him a week to knock the rust off. Also, is it a good idea to stash Burrow? No. It is a great idea to stash Burrow, especially if these are your quarterbacks. I mean, go do it.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Go do it.
And all right, well, in that vein, we have some more quarterback questions and some Flacco questions. The current Cool Joe. Question that I guess is not unreasonable. Jason Moreno, start Lamar or Flacco?
No. I'm going Lamar.
I mean, yes, the matchup does favor, technically, it does favor Flacco, but nah, it's Lamar. You start Lamar. All right, and a question that almost, I guarantee, nobody else has, because who else besides our Juice 420 is considering or asking about Tyler Shough? Flacco or Shough?
Nah, I'm Flacco. I like Flacco a lot. Shough is fine. Shough had a nice game. Wait, Shough is on bye this week.
That's why no one's considering that question. It's our resident Saint fan. Well done, Juice. Well done. It's not Taysom week. Guarantee is not a Taysom week.
Guarantee, not Taysom week.
NTY, what's up? Park Washington, Dobbs or Judy?
I'm pretty sure I have Parker Washington the highest. Yeah, I'm still like, can I trust Jerry Jeudy? I have major trust issues with Jerry Jeudy. I'm gonna go Parker Washington.
Absolutely not. I think Dobbs is banged up. I mean, I don't know if he'll play, but
yeah, I'm not starting Dobbs.
I'm not starting Dobbs. So it's Washington or Jeudy. Just go Washington. Exactly what you said here. NTY, he seems safer. Exactly. This one's interesting. David Shapiro. Someone offered London for Nico and Swift.
I mean, I probably just want London here. Like if Nico keeps playing like this, maybe he'll regret it, but this feels pretty fair. London should be the best player in this deal. I'm going to take London.
Yeah, it does feel fair. But Swift now is good, but he is now sharing carries, right? Manungai. Yeah, I think in a vacuum, not knowing what your roster looks like, I'll take London. Shelly, how's it going? Okay, most possible upside. Is it Henry? Is it Aaron Jones? Or is it Woody Marks? This is probably surprisingly tough this week.
I like Aaron Jones. I'm going Aaron Jones.
This one is it's tough enough. I'm going to have to think about it because usually I just want Henry in there. He's got a tough matchup. Woody Marks has one of the best matchups possible. He's taken over maybe. And then you have Aaron Jones is kind of like in the middle here. I know you're big on Aaron Jones this week, so let's make it 2. I'll go Aaron Jones as well. He's also kind of recaptured that backfield. What's up, Jerry? Just dropping in saying good evening. And let's see. Ninja Finessin. It's been too long since we had a Michael Wilson question. Michael Wilson over Ted.
I don't think so. I'm still going to go Ted. I mean, this is still Michael Wilson, Jacoby Brissett. I'm going to go Ted.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's not unreasonable, but I think Ted's okay. How about this? Crazy. 77. Is it crazy to start Jameis over T-Law in a super flex league?
I don't think so. I'm not starting T-Law. Not doing it. I would go Jameis.
Yeah. T-Law, what does he do? He has to run in a touchdown. Otherwise, he doesn't give you a whole lot. Okay, Sam Piazza, let's go back to him. He said he forgot to add Tez Johnson. So it was Sutton, Tucker, Parker, Washington, or Tez Johnson.
Well, okay, I do have Sutton barely over Tez, but I do understand if you're like, nah, I'm just going to roll with Tez. But I have Sutton still ahead of Tez.
Yeah, I mean, if the matchup was a little better, I might go Tez. He's still got some risk. Run CMC. Will you drop Jamu or Harvey for a tight end replacement in case Bowers is not good? But why would you need a tight end replacement?
Yeah, why would Bowers not be good for the do you know something we don't? Is Bowers going to get hurt again? Why would Bowers not be good for the playoffs?
Yeah, don't overthink it. You're worrying too much. 1 week at a time.
Yeah. What is this?
All right. Let's see. Let's get back to the super chats here. Just trying to get some of those other questions. I think they're interesting. Oh, actually, we got a member. It's Parallel Earth who started us off. Parker Washington and Slayton hamstring injury in case they don't play. Douglas, Calvin Austin. It's Ricky Pearsall. Wow. Come on. Don't get my hopes up here. Ricky Pearsall.
If it's between, if somehow Pearsall is good to go on plays, I'll go Pearsall. But I saw a clip of him running today. He's still favoring that knee. I'll just go Pop here. But Parker Washington, are we worried about Parker Washington not playing? I think Parker Washington's going to play.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about Washington. Slayton, we know. It kind of made me sad going through all the stats for all of the booms and all the different receivers and all these rate stats and yards per route run and all this separation. And I keep seeing Ricky Pearsall there, near the top. I was like,
yep.
It was so good while it lasted for 3 weeks. Come on. Come back.
All right. It'll be nice to draft Ricky Pearsall in round 12 next year.
Well, yeah, you get 3 more games out of him as well next year. All right. Yeah, well, that is a good point. Exactly. Even if he plays, are you really trusting him if he does play? I need to see it. All right. Crazy. Yeah, so we're catching up, by the way. We're now in the comments right after we started breaking down the injuries and stuff. It is a different background. I happen to be at work. I am a teacher. Yeah, I don't just have textbooks back there for fun. So, Sambo Slice.
What's up?
Mac Hollins. Maybe.
Well, I mean, Dobbs might not even play. So maybe.
Hollins
maybe.
had a pretty good game last week, didn't he? I mean,
he did.
Don't know why. I don't know where that came from. He's one of those guys, right? Every few weeks, like he'll just emerge like, hey, I'm here. I look really good. And then just disappear, right?
It's not even like every few weeks. It's like once a year. So sadly, you probably missed it.
Yeah. But, well, here's the thing, though. It's because Kayshon Boutte was out. Kayshon Boutte might come back. So, nah. All right. What's up, Fly as Kane? Made a deal. Got Javonte for Rico. Ooh, interesting. Who'd you like better for the playoffs?
Yeah, I think I still have to prefer Javonte. I still have to prefer Javonte here. He's on the Cowboys. He's in a better offense. So, yeah. Gotta prefer Javonte.
This is the former Cowboy, the current Cowboy. Playoff, I like the line of thinking. You're looking at the schedule, strength of the schedule. You know what? We haven't talked about it yet, but pretty soon we're going to start having to do those videos, right? Looking for playoff schedule, rest of the season, because we're not that far away. So, no, I don't think it's a potential mistake. I can't say that's a mistake.
No.
All right. P. What's up? Half PPR needs a quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, a flex, May, Dak. All right, we'll start with that. May or Dak this week?
May.
Hendo, Aaron Jones. You got a Buka, BTJ, Jennings, Michael Wilson, Jacoby Myers, Wan'Dale Robinson. I only see 2 running backs. Oh, but you only need 1.
Yeah, I'm going to go Aaron Jones at running back. 2 wide receivers are going to be a Buka. Well, not BTJ. It's going to be a Buka and Jennings, and then I will flex Travion Henderson.
There you go. And then Jordan Dumas traded. Okay. Javonte, Rome, Shaheed for Jettison Jones. What do you think?
I don't know. This feels like a lot to give up. I mean, Javonte and Rome. Like, I like Aaron Jones, but like, okay, I still prefer Jefferson to Javonte, but feels kind of close. But Rome to Aaron Jones doesn't feel close. That's the problem. And I like Aaron Jones.
Right.
So, yeah, I feel like you might have overpaid here a little bit, Jordan.
Look, it feels good to have Jefferson in there, right? You like Jefferson, but Rome is, again, you're pretty good. I think you were good already. I probably wouldn't have done this, but it's not like you got cooked or anything. All right. Dylan McNamara. Got Daniel Jones, not this week though. JT, Etienne, Sharp, Pickens, Sutton, Tet, Garrett Wilson, Golden, Strange, and Hunter Henry. Yeah, we could do a little something. But what?
Yeah, but I don't even know. Like, this is one of those teams. Like, I don't like. Like, I feel bad when we get like the advanced trade questions on. Like, we have one right now on DraftLane, and it's like I look at their team and I'm like, yeah, you need to do something, but what can you really do, right? Like,
right.
Like Garrett Wilson's value is plummeted. Sutton's value has plummeted. Ted's value has plummeted. Like, you're not trading Sutton, Ted, or Garrett Wilson and getting a better wide receiver. You don't want to trade away JT. If you package, say, like Garrett Wilson and Etienne, I mean, maybe you could get a better running back than Etienne, but then your wide receiver room is going to be decimated. And if you try to get a better wide receiver, your running back room is going to be decimated. Yeah, this is one of those teams where it's like you know you need to do something, but you're also kind of handcuffed.
It's not much to do.
Right.
So Dylan, I just, we're always going to give it to you straight, like we're going to help, but this looks like a 6-4 team, and like it's good, but not great. And there's just really not much you can do right now trade wise. Sutton, nobody wants Sutton right now. Garrett Wilson's hurt.
Right.
Like there's just the only person on your team that anybody's going to want and trade is your only really good player is JT. So look,
don't trade him.
If someone's willing to give you like half the roster, like 5 really good startable players for JT, maybe you have to do that. Like I get Javonte Williams and Rome Odunze and Justin Jefferson and but I wouldn't count on that. Let's say what's up to Martin's resell. First time in the live. All right, appreciate it.
Nice. Welcome.
Love the new viewers. All right, let's get to Bobby Brook. Far from new. Sutton, Watson, or Slayton?
I still have Sutton the highest. I can't drop Sutton below these guys. Maybe I'm being too stubborn. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, look, there's nothing remotely safe about guys like Christian Watson or Darius Slayton. So, Chief Perp, pretty stacked league here. Are we only picking one? Is that really it?
Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have Nico the highest. Yeah, I have Nico the highest here. Nico.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, I can say no to Bowers versus those guys. I mean, Javonte's in a good but not great spot. I think same thing for Adams. To me, it's either Nico or Waddle. But Nico gets the Titans. I think you got to go Nico.
Yeah.
All right, well, Martin, let's do his question. Martin's resell, I should say, Bam or Rashad White?
Let's go Rashad White. Plus Bam dealing with some kind of ankle injury now.
Right.
Oh, man. I mean, even if Bucky plays, I might just take a chance on Rashad White, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, even you're thinking, well, okay, Trey Benson's not back. He wasn't back last week, and Bam did nothing. Amari DeMarcado was the better option. So it's got to be White here. And Ninja Finessin wants to know, dropping JCM. I don't smell toast. No.
No, I think you're okay. Plus, they already said Chris Rodriguez is playing this week, so that's not even a thing.
Kalen Sneed. Interesting. Would you trade Henderson for Hampton?
Nah. Give me the guy who's healthy.
Yeah, look, we've been saying for 2-3 weeks now, like, don't trade for Hampton, trade away Hampton. You're like, oh, that's selling low. Maybe not, because now they're saying week 13 is like best case, and it may not be week 13, maybe week 14, 15. Is he going to come back and just assume all the carries? Probably not. Yeah, Vidal has been good. He's still there. Well, you can do better if you're going to trade Henderson away. No. Abraham Ariaga. Yeah. All right. Got offered Chase Brown and Jettis for Achane. I think you got to take that, don't you?
Yeah. Again, this feels pretty fair. These 2-for-1s, I usually want the one for this reason. I think you got to take Achane.
Oh, you like the Achane side? Oh, I see it got offered. I'm thinking he would get the Chase Brown and Jettis side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have Achane. He has Achane. He says he's dealing with injuries. I don't know. I like the Chase Brown and Jettis side.
I don't know. It's one of these deals that feels pretty fair, but in these pretty fair deals, it's like, give me the stud. Give me the absolute stud. And I like Jefferson, but I don't know if we're going to get Achane level Jefferson this year with McCarthy.
Well, I was going to say, so the headline here is you're basically saying Justin Jefferson is no longer a stud.
Well, he hasn't been for fantasy this year. And look, with McCarthy, I mean, I will say one thing, though. The Vikings do have a great schedule for wide receivers, and Chase Brown also has a fantastic schedule. But so does Achane, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Again, in these 2-for-1s, I usually want the one because it's not just Achane. Like, okay, you say you're dealing with injuries, Hampton, Bucky, Wilson. You got Harvey and Achane. Wide receivers are Troy Franklin, Jawan Jennings. Wait, those are your wide receivers? Those are your only wide receivers?
Apparently.
That cannot be possible. That's impossible.
Well, dealing with injuries, must be a lot of injuries.
Well, I mean, if that's really only your wide receivers, then okay, maybe I do take Chase Brown and Jettas just to get Jefferson because you can't roll with those wide receivers.
No. All right. Well, good luck. And look, he's saying, oh, got Hampton there. Bucky, okay, maybe on the way coming back. Wilson, okay, we got Garrett Wilson. He's not coming back anytime soon. Try to trade away Hampton. Get a receiver that you can play. Alan R has a good question here. Kyron or Aaron Jones? And you're high on Aaron Jones this week. Are you this high? Did you sit Kyron?
No, actually, yes, I do. I have Aaron Jones over Kyron. This is a tough spot for Kyron. I might be irrationally high on Aaron Jones this week.
It feels like you might be, but you know what? Well, trust it. Aaron Jones, it is. Mike Altawheel, Gadsden or Laporta?
Gadsden if he plays.
So, I think he'll be okay. It was just a bruise, that knee got kind of banged up. So should be good to go. Cody Wayner, pick one. Algier, DeMarcado, Spears, Rodriguez, or Corum.
Oh, man. Look, if Bam Knight is out, I'll go DeMarcado. I might go DeMarcado anyways, assuming Benson doesn't play. I think my second choice would be Spears. Like, Spears at least catches passes and has that big playability, but I like DeMarcado this week.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about this week. I guess. I mean, like maybe, and I'm usually too high on C-Rod. I feel like I want him to do something. Chris Rodriguez, maybe he'll score a touchdown. That's all you're hoping for. All right, Chief Perp now. Brissett, Mariota, or Stroud, if he plays.
Well, yeah, it's not looking good for Stroud, but if he plays, I would go Stroud. I still think Brissett will be my second choice. I like Brissett this week. He's still got Trey McBride.
Yeah, well, I guess. I mean, I'm going to assume if Stroud doesn't play, Davis Mills could be an option. Would you go Davis Mills over Brissett and Mariota?
Maybe Mariota, but not Brissett. No.
All right. Mac P would possibly, he takes his trade, get Nico and Rico. Love that. Or Mayfield, Monungai, and Pearsall. Come on. No way.
You have to take this. Who's doing this? Who's like somebody intentionally trying to lose their league? Like somebody like, oh man, I don't want to win this year. Here.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, this makes it a little more reasonable. I just realized now he put this team out. It is super flex. So that makes Mayfield more valuable.
It does, but you still have Goff and Flacco. Although I will say, if Joe Burrow is available, go pick up Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Casey actually does play.
But this is, okay. So a couple of things here. First of all, not deep at receiver, but you got Nico Collins over Pearsall, huge upgrade. You got Rico, that's nice. This team is 4-6. They need to do something, right? Yeah. All right. Jiffy. 2 running backs and receiver, 1 flex, Rico, Cook, Warren, Nico, Rice, Chase.
We go Rico. Yeah, Rico, Cook at running back. Oh, man, I really want to play Warren this week. Oh, man, goodness.
Yeah. Too many good options.
I mean, how do you only need one wide receiver when these 3 wide receivers are options? Chase at wide receiver. I think you gotta go Rice at the other wide receiver. Oh my gosh, this is brutal. Brutal.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm like, Rice gets the Denver defense, Nico gets the Titans. But Rice has Mahomes and Nico has Davis Mills, right?
Yeah, and there's no Surtain, and they just find ways to get Rice the ball.
Or you just say forget it, go Warren. Flex. Could you flex Warren over those guys?
No, I can't. I really like Warren this week, but no. Warren's last on this list.
Yeah,
I love Warren this week, but he's last on this list.
Yeah, brutal.
This is insane.
You do not have any bad options there, Jiffy. Stephen Drakes in half needs 3. Genty, Rico, Jalen Warren, Gibbs.
You got to start Gibbs. You got to start Dowdle, and then I got Warren at number 3 here.
There you go. And then let me see. I mean, yeah, if you have Gibbs, you don't even ask. Like, Gibbs, you're starting him no matter what.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's another one. I'm trying to, catch up on the super chats here, of course. Carter Savage. How about this one? Worried about Bijan? All right. Would you give up Bijan and Nico for Puka and James Cook?
I think so. Bijan Puka feels fair, but I still got to prefer James Cook to Nico. I mean, it's not massive, but yeah, I'd probably do this.
Yeah. This is a big one, but yeah, I think I take the Puka side. I'm not worried about Bijan. I think he'll be fine, but I still think it's a little more secure on the Puka side. How about this one? Mike Altwheel, AJB for, I think, Ted.
Nah, I would still rather gamble on AJ Brown.
Yeah. Joey and Coco, welcome back. Flexing Dortch, I guess could be an option. Wilson, Keenan, Otten, Slayton, Booty.
Ooh, all right. I had Booty ahead of Slayton, but I think I will say now with Winston playing, I'll go Slayton. But if Slayton is out, I'll go Booty.
Yeah, this one, let's keep an eye on the injury report here. Yeah, one of those last two, most likely. Michael Newcomer needs a running back between Warren, Brees, Henderson.
I'm going Jalen Warren against the Bengals.
Yeah, and then you don't have to sweat whether Mondre plays or Jennings plays or whatever. I mean, I like Henderson still, and I say for the most part, I just want to find out just to keep him in my lineup. But you cannot ignore any running back against the Bengals. So there it is. All right, let's do Robert Mitchell. How's it going? Okay, so this week, Joe Flacco or Sam Darnold?
Definitely Joe Flacco.
Yeah, this is the case. We're getting Darnold solid pretty much every week, but Flacco the upside. Needs one as a flex, Genty, Javante, or Judkins.
I have Javante highest here. Javante's got a great matchup against the Raiders.
I mean, it's one of those first two, right? Judkins has been trending a little bit downward. That Raiders-Cowboys game. Yeah, I think just because of the game script, you think it should favor the Cowboys. Go Javante. I mean, I like Genty a lot, but let's go Javante. Phil Ciortino. I mean, you got it. Look, okay, Kincaid out. You got to try Muth.
Yeah, give Muth. Give Muth.
Guy like Henry, maybe he scores a touchdown. Maybe he gets you 50 yards. Muth, even if he doesn't go berserk like he did last time against the Bengals, you got to see what he can give you. All right, now we got Wayne. Flacco or Stafford?
Flacco.
And then Tez or BTJ?
I do want to say real quick, I only have Flacco slightly ahead of Stafford. Stafford probably a little safer, but I'm chasing the upside of Flacco.
Yeah.
Tez over BTJ.
Yeah, I think we both said even if BTJ comes back, like, no thanks. Joe Estrada, Baker or Stafford?
That one's close. I have Stafford one spot ahead of Baker.
Yeah, that one risky. You got to figure with Mayfield, he's been slinging it, right? Does that game get to the point where Buffalo puts up a lead and, the quarterbacks are going back and forth? Does it turn into a shootout? It may not. So I think Baker for upside. If you just want the safer pick at Stafford, Woody Marks or Ted?
Woody Marks.
All right. I'm glad you said that. I'm like, just go Woody Marks. League 2, Baker or Caleb?
I have Baker one spot ahead of Caleb. Very close. These are very close choices here. These are very close choices.
Yeah, I see why you're asking. Well, you know what? Then that makes it better. You got 2 leagues. Split the difference, right? Go Baker in one and not the other. Go Stafford to go Baker. Judkins or Aaron Jones? I have a feeling I know the answer.
Aaron Jones. Yeah, not a good spot for Judkins this week.
Yeah. All right, Lex Dad. How's it going? Needs a receiver and a flex between Nico Rome, Tez, Judkins, Brown, and Algier. Okay, so with Dimes on bye, picked up Mariota. Wait, what? You picked up Mariota, but Darnold is out there, and Tua is out there, and JJ. I can just go Darnold, right?
Yeah, I would go Darnold over Mariota. Nico's going to be the wide receiver. Rome, Tez, Judkins. I'm going to flex Chase Brown. I'm going to go Nico, Chase Brown.
Yeah. I did mention, for what it's worth as far as waiver wire and streaming quarterbacks, Tua obviously in a great spot. Washington Commander defense has been the worst against the quarterback for this whole past month. But that assumes that a guy like Darnold isn't just out there on waivers, right? Darnold is safer for sure. Thank you for the reminders. Yes, it's been a little minute since we started. Don't forget, guys, you've been watching, you've been hanging out with us. Don't forget, click thumbs up, give us a like. That definitely helps us out. And of course, anyone who hasn't subscribed, we have some people first time doing the live. If maybe you're a new viewer, you just haven't subscribed yet, definitely would help us out if you did. I know that Bob has subscribed. All right, Bob. What players do you think would get the biggest boost down the stretch if an injury occurred?
I mean, yeah, those are all good picks. Like Pickens, we've already seen without Lamb, he'd be a monster. I think Brian Robinson would be good, but not great. 49ers run game is not fantastic, and he's not like a monster pass catcher like CMC is. Same with Algier. I think he would be pretty good, but not great because he's not a big pass catcher. Higgins would definitely get a big boost if Chase went down. Who else? I think Blake Corum, if something happens to Kyron.
Yeah. I mean, he was definitely high in stash. And that's another thing. Like on the stash video this week, I mentioned Corum and a couple of guys who are like just stashes. Once we get, I think maybe another week or two closer where it's almost playoff time, it's just going to be purely like get your backup running backs because that third string, wide receiver who might get a chance now, that rookie who could do something, it's like it's a little late, right? It's a little riskier. Get the guys who could actually benefit from an injury immediately and the guys who could help you in the playoffs that you would actually want to start. So we'll do that pretty soon too. Tell you what, let's do this now. Finally charged up here. Let's do some DraftLane questions. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right. So we also like to wait until we got enough people on here. We can show those who maybe are new. If you don't know about DraftLane, it's our app. So if you download DraftLane, it is basically this in app form. You can ask us questions anytime. And we'll show you what it looks like. Lets me do it. It's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do it. That's weird. All right, I'm trying to do it. I say this, and now it's not adding to the stage. All right, let's do Painless. I'm going to figure this out.
All right.
Who to start? Addy, Franklin, Tez.
We're just doing one of them. I have Tez. Wait, Franklin? Actually, I have Franklin slightly higher than Tez, but I totally understand if you want to do Tez. I have Franklin like 2 spots ahead of Tez.
Oh, I got it. Did it work? Did you see it?
Well, I see us disappearing.
Yeah. Well, at least it's on there.
All
Okay.
right, there we go. White, Judy, Slayton, Dobbs. I'm going to go Slayton if he plays, otherwise Judy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's not behaving right now. Let's see if I can get it to go. You want to do a full screen? Just do one real quick.
Yeah, let's do it. We can do full screen if that's what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys already know what we look like. All right. NTY, always on here, by the way. Appreciate you. Let's do the ask a question feature. So this is where you can just
Hold on. I don't see it. I just see a black spinning screen.
Oh, really? I'm seeing it on my screen.
Let me see. Let me check. Let me check on YouTube. Maybe it's showing up on YouTube and just not showing up here.
Okay.
Let me check. Hold on.
Well, try to knock one of these out because we've got questions to answer on here anyways. So I'll read it, even if you guys can't see it.
No, it's just showing a black spinning screen. Yeah, it's just black spinning screen. It's not showing anything. No one can see it.
Can't see it. All right. Well, then I wouldn't show it. All right. Well, I guess you're just going to have to try the app to see it yourself. You're going to have to download DraftLane. All right, Pain Bliss. That's the one we just did, right?
Yes.
Adventure, Otten, or Muth.
I do have Otten a little bit higher here. Like literally have Otten 1 spot ahead of Freiermuth. I just feel better about Otten getting the targets, getting the catches. I'm gonna go Otten. This one's very tough. Very tough.
Yeah, because of course we're like Muth went crazy, last time against Cincy. Cincy's just so bad against tight ends. What if it's Jonnu Smith week? What about that? Could be. Yeah, I think in this case you have to go Otten. All right, Ernesto, 8-teamer Superflex. Which option tempts you the most? Mariota, Jameis Winston, Trevor Lawrence, Davis Mills, or Justin Fields?
Not Fields. I might go Davis Mills against the Titans here.
Yeah, why not? Best matchup. All right, let's help out. Vegas Ken, 27. This is his first year in fantasy, gone from last to 4th and still climbing. There you go.
Nice.
Peak at the right time. So we typically, Vegas Ken, don't say rest of season because things change every week, right? We don't know. Assuming these guys are healthy, assuming nothing major changes. Stafford or Herbert, strong preference?
I don't know if I have a strong preference, but I mean, the way Stafford's playing, how do you not just go Stafford?
Part of this comes down to schedule, like strength of schedule. Again, we will actually have specific videos talking about at each position the best for strength of schedule. We'll break some of that down. Real quick, let me just say the Chargers, as far as their playoff schedule, it is pretty rough. I mean, they have one pretty good matchup against the Cowboys in Week 16, but even then, now that Cowboys defense is not as horrible as it was. They get the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Texans. I mean, that's pretty brutal. So I think you got to go Stafford. Josh Nelson, welcome back. 2 receivers, 2 flexes. Pickens, Myers, Ertz, Mason, Kirk, Mooney, Golden.
I go Pickens. Boy, oh boy. Kirk, Mooney, Gold. I'm just gonna go Pickens, Jacoby. Wow, we got to flex 2 of these guys. I'm actually gonna flex Ertz. I like Ertz this week. I mean, we got to flex one more of these guys.
Apparently, yeah, if Pickens is the only one, I'm like, yeah, I want that guy in my lineup.
I mean, is Golden even going to play? Mooney, Kurt? Maybe just hope Mason scores, I guess. Although that would really be a killer for all the times I said yes to Aaron Jones if Mason scored.
I don't think it won't happen.
Brutal.
Pickens for sure. Myers probably number 2. I don't know. I would just like Kirk and Mooney, I guess. Kirk only because he plays the Titans. That's all I got.
Yeah, tough. This is tough.
You got a new member. It's Adam. Adam Abu. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
And here's a question. Help upgrading at running back. Traded for CD and Brees early on. Got Chase and Chase. Would you trade CD and Brees for Bijan and T. Higgins?
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. I mean, now you'll have Chase Brown and Bijan. You'll still have Jamar Chase and Higgins. Yeah, I would do that.
That's a big trade, but yeah, I think it's doable. All right, Russell Pace. Sutton. Assuming Tez Johnson, but keep in mind now, technically, Tyler Johnson is the number 1 receiver for the Jets. Just saying. But probably Tez, Manungai.
Yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. I can't put Sutton below Tez, but it wouldn't it wouldn't shock me one bit if Tez was better again. So if you want to roll with Tez, I totally understand it. But I do have Sutton. I mean, I have Sutton like barely over Tez, so it's not like I feel strongly about this.
Right. All right, Juice. 14-teamer. Wants to know if this lineup looks good. I mean, no. Nobody on your bench is really startable. Chris Rodriguez hurts, but I don't even see. Wait, Bill? Would you go Bill over C-Rod? Or
No.
Ballard? Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, back to Russell. He's got a question here. He says, I have Dobbins, a little slim, running back. Traded Devonta Smith for Etienne.
Yeah, seems fair. Seems fair to me.
Yeah, I mean, I give the slight edge to the Smith, but you're thin at running back. Yeah, it's fine to do that. All right, then we have, still don't know exactly how I'm supposed to say that. JB, I feel like it should be Roman numerals, but
Jayville? I don't know. Jayville? I don't know.
Jayville. 1 quarterback. Rodgers. Knicks. Darnold.
I'm going to go Darnold.
Have probably Javonte Williams, Judkins, Jason Waddle, McBride, AJB, and the bench.
Nah, you're good.
You're good.
It almost doesn't even, with this team, it almost doesn't even matter who you have at QB. Although you do have AJ Brown, so maybe it matters.
Right. Phil, the vibe. What's up, Phil? Money League number 1. Here's the squad. Here's the bench. Yeah, JMO, Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker. Would you go JMO over Trey Tucker or Sutton over Trey Tucker?
I would do either over Trey Tucker, honestly.
Yeah.
I still have Sutton over Jameson. Again, I understand if you want to play Jameson, but I would play either Sutton or Jameson over Trey Tucker.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're kind of done. Everyone's like done with Sutton. Don't give up on him completely just yet. And this may not be a good week for him, but still. All right. I'm not above putting up a comment just because they are sucking up to us. Thank you, Trevor. Loves the content. What's good? Appreciate you being on here. Just traded Olave for Judkins. What do you think about that?
Yeah, seems very fair.
He says he's loaded at receiver.
Lacking a running back. This to me is what fantasy football trades should be. Like you go to a team and you say, hey, you have a lot of running backs. I have a lot of wide receivers. I need a running back. You need a wide receiver. I'll trade you my pretty good wide receiver 2 for your pretty good running back 2. And then both teams say, yeah, that sounds great. This is what fantasy football trades should be.
Fair? What? This should be fair.
Fair, and actually help both teams.
That's
like
weird.
There's some trades that are fair where it's like, yeah, it's like it's fair. It's like I'm trading, I don't know, CeeDee Lamb for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, okay, it's fair, but does it really help either team? We'll see, I guess. You know what I mean? But then there's fair that actually helps each team. That's what this is. Well done. Well done, Trevor.
All right. But now I got to pick 2 between Aaron Jones, Chase Brown, and Kyron.
Well, I'm picking Aaron Jones, Chase Brown.
All right. You got it. Good luck, Trevor. Alyssa, Dolphin Cloud, and Superflex. Which of these? Rodgers, Tua, Mariota, Winston, or McCarthy? I mean, I put Tua as a streamer here against these options. No, maybe we take a chance that McCarthy is better. I'm just going Tua.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tua here too. I don't have him as a streamer, but I have all these guys as super flexes, but he plays the Commanders. Let's go Tua.
It's the Commanders, exactly. Passive income prosperity. Sounds quite reasonable. Stafford and Mahomes.
Still going to go Mahomes. Both are in tough spots this week. Give me Mahomes.
So, big dog pound. 1 running back, 2 flex between these guys.
Dowdle and Warren are going to be... Oh, wait, we only get 1 running back? I still got to go Dowdle. As much as I like Warren. I mean, Dowdle's in a great spot, too. When I go Dowdle, begrudgingly, we are flexing 2 of them. I mean, we got Diggs. Actually, I'm just going to go Dowdle, Warren. Okay, so at least we get a flex Warren. Dowdle, Warren, so it's between Diggs and Travion.
Yeah.
I have Travion just ahead of Diggs. I'm going to go the 3 running backs.
Yep, that's what I was leaning. I was like, Diggs, yeah, Diggs is always solid, but which Pat do you prefer, right? Who do you think has a bigger game here for New York? Like, probably they'll, at some point, maybe have a lead over the Jets. I don't know, probably. Let's go with the running back, Henderson. And then our boy Rise is in house again. What's up? Rise above anything. Breece Hall or Stephon Diggs?
I've got Diggs higher this week. This is another tough matchup for Breece.
Yeah. Against, well, we just talked about, against that Pats run defense. Sit him. So Diggs it is. All right, I think we don't get a lot of 6-team league questions. The God's honest truth. I mean, I guess we got to take your word for it. Who would you choose, May or Stafford?
May.
Definitely May. NDR. No, not all the time, but if they ask, I will. I was teaching my students about fantasy football. It's funny, somebody earlier said that they're like teaching during the day and then teaching about fantasy football at night. Like, that's pretty much true, actually. That's kind of our goal, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Need to flex between Michael Wilson, Kate Otten, Manungai, Malik Washington.
To answer the last question, yes, you can drop in Choku if you have Cade and Gadsden. Do I just go Otten here? Do I go Michael Wilson? I don't know. I might just go Otten.
Yeah, I think I'd lean Otten as well. And it's not like, yes, technically Michael Wilson is like the number 1 receiver here. He does not just become Marvin Harrison, though. He doesn't just absorb all those targets. He won't. So, yeah, let's go Otten. Gold, Richard Chavez. Woody or Rashad White?
Woody.
Yeah, definitely Woody. Let's see. What's up, Anthony? Running scared with Bo Nix. But do you actually feel better about Jacoby Brissett?
I do. But here's the thing. So he asked this yesterday. I actually do feel better about Brissett this week, personally. Although I wish Marv was playing. But it's that league where you have to like spend money, like not fab, like your own real money to make waiver claims. So it's like, do you really want to spend your own money just to have Brissett for a week or two? Although Knicks is on bye next week, so you could have Brissett for 2 weeks potentially. Like you're gonna need a quarterback next week, anyways. I don't know. I might just do it. I don't like Knicks this week at all.
I know. I mean, you definitely should be scared of Knicks. Even besides whoever he plays, you should just be scared because the way he's looked. And then now I guess the Chiefs, but I mean, Brissett is already just like okay, and now without Harrison, like he'll be okay again. But I don't know. I think I still give the slight edge to Knicks, but you're right. You won't have Knicks next week anyway, so you probably should just get a quarterback now. So I think I could go either way with this. So you remember Jordan at the very, very beginning of the show said he was offered AJB and Fannin for Goddard. I think we both quickly said yes, right? But he has later basically wants to know why downgrade to Fannin?
Well, it's more so to get AJB than I'm less concerned about tight end. I'm more concerned about getting AJB on my team. I know you're saying, okay, you say you have London Sungot on a Dunze. You don't know when you would play AJB. Okay, that's fair. But I don't feel like Goddard is a tight end where I'm like, he's not Trey McBride. It's not Brock Bowers. He's fine. Right. I don't even know if he'll be significantly better than Fannin the rest of the year, honestly. So it's more about getting AJB rather than I wasn't even thinking about the tight end. I was just more thinking like, wait, somebody's going to give me AJB for Goddard? Yeah, I'm going to take AJB.
Yeah, and then you're saying, like, I don't know when I would play him. Like, maybe you don't play him over those receivers, but guys get hurt all the time. All the time. You might need AJB sooner than you think. So, yeah. All right, then we have Andy from Toy Story. I assume this is his handle, at Toy Story Andy. I think we could have done something better with the avatar there. If you're going to take that handle, we need to see a picture.
Right?
Missed opportunity. What RBs can you get for Stephon Diggs?
Not a lot. I mean, they're not going to get anything great. You could get Aaron Jones. I mean, maybe you could try to get RJ Harvey before something happens here.
Yeah, maybe Vidal.
Yeah, but do you even want Vidal? I mean, if Hampton comes back, I don't know if I want to trade for Vidal. I mean, you could definitely give Vidal. I just don't know if I want Vidal. Maybe Woody Marks if you want to take a chance that this is actually the breakout.
Yeah. All right. So something like that, like low end wide receiver, running back 2/flex type thing. Okay. Then we have Meggy Blue 2. Pick 2, Ferguson, Worthy, Jennings, Tez, Franklin.
I have him Jennings, Franklin.
I mean, I think Jennings actually is my number 1 here, which rarely happens. Franklin is okay, more like the floor pick here. Tez, if you want to hope he scores, right? That's more like your upside pick. All right. It says new member, but we know Vice Key is not new here. So thank you for re-upping. Appreciate you. And also not new, Harv Danger. What's up, Harv? Let's not worry about the injuries for today, right? Still just Wednesday, so don't change anything yet. He's saying, who would you start if those starters can't play, Sutton, Addison, or Tez?
Well, I have them ranked Sutton, Tez, Addison. But look, Odunze didn't practice last Wednesday. Rico didn't practice last Wednesday. They're playing. Those guys are playing. Don't worry.
Yeah, too early to worry about that. Sambo Slice, we pretty much like in a roundabout way answered this. Tua or Winston? I'm going Tua.
Yeah, Tua. He gets Commanders. Go Tua.
And then D. Has Kyron, Derrick Henry, Woody Marks, Henderson 2 to start and a flex.
I got Derrick Henry, Kyron Williams, Henderson. So I guess Woody Marks sits.
Yeah, I like Woody Marks this week, but I can't put him over those guys, even in a rough matchup. Come on, Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry. All right, there you go. And then here's Vice Key. Needs to win to have a shot at the playoffs. Would you trade away Travion or Derrick Henry with QJ and DK for Bijan or with Addison? I mean, or with Addison. Look, if you can trade some package there to get Bijan, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Travion or Derrick Henry? Do you have a preference?
I mean, I would rather keep Derrick Henry for sure. Yeah. But I mean, if I have to do like Derrick Henry and even if I have to do Derrick Henry and Travion, fine. Give me Bijan. Fine.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. Look, good news. Jalen Warren is in a smash spot. So you're good at running back. I mean, you almost need more help at receiver than at running back. You got J-Mo as your number 2. Is that right? And Pierce, who's not playing this week. So, I mean, you almost need a receiver more than a running back, but you can still do that. All right, Alyssa, now this is standard. Judkins, Nico, or Dunze.
I mean, I almost always lean the running back here, but I might go Nico over Judkins. Judkins not in a good spot this week. I might go Nico, even in standard, even in non-PPR.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, I know it's standard, but Nico is such a good spot here. Judkins has been, like, I'm not panicked, but he's slowly been kind of fading. I don't know. I feel like he's like must start yet anymore in standard, you know? All right, we have Tarsha Lawson Werner. Welcome back and good evening. All right, pick 2. I think it's Bijan. Judkins, Rachaad White. I would hope it's Bijan.
Yeah, I hope it's Bijan. You got to sit Rachaad White here.
Yeah, go the first 2. And exactly. Obviously Dobbins may not play, even if Dobbins is active, which I doubt. I would sit him anyways. All right, we got a super chat from I want to say J Mez. I don't know the license plate one. JMEZA831. Okay, let's see what the question is. Looking for the question. Actually, I see it. And then we got another one from Tarsha. Sutton Lamar or Kyron Williams. Again, I'm assuming these are separate things. Is it Sutton and Lamar for Kyron Williams? Is that what it is? Or wait, or Dunze or Judkins Harvey for Lamar? Are these like 2 separate offers? They're like totally different players.
Yeah, this is a little confusing, but if you're getting Kyron and Odunze for Sutton and Lamar, yeah, give me Kyron and Odunze for sure. Judkins Harvey for Lamar, I don't know if that's enough for Lamar.
Yeah, if these are 2 separate trades separated by the or, I think the Lamar side on the second one, and I think the Kyron side on the first one, right?
Yeah,
those are the better sides. All right, and back to Tarsha. Lamar or Herbert, assuming this week.
Lamar.
It is. Plan B. Otten or Theo? Maybe Slayton being out. Maybe Winston being Winston.
Yeah, I still like Otten. He's in that Bucs offense. I know, he gets so many targets. I'll go Otten.
Yeah, just go Otten. Otten's been having a great target share. If you see the QB tight end video, it just came out. I mean, Otten, when Evans and Godwin are out, Otten is getting targeted. Like, he's getting majorly involved. It's actually not a terrible spot for him this week. So, go Otten. Sean Richardson. Oh, interesting. All right, let's talk Dynasty. Neighbors or London?
Yeah, that one's close. That one's tough, but I think I'm just gonna go London. Give me the guy not coming off ACL injury. And it's not even like, even though London has, is in year 3, he's not that much older than Neighbors. It's only a 2-year age difference here. London's still 24 years old, still very young.
Right.
Because he came into the league very young. Like, I mean, London is younger than guys like, he's barely older than Ibuka. He's younger than Rashee Rice. He's barely older than Romo Dunze. Like, London came into the league very young. I'm going to go London.
This is really tough, and
yeah.
I mean, obviously there's the factor of you a contender or non-contender. Obviously, if you're a contender, it wouldn't make sense to take Neighbors instead of London, but
right.
You always want to try to think long-term anyways. So yeah, it's interesting. Now we know the Giants have a quarterback in Jackson Dart. He's going to be the guy. At least in the near future. You can't feel as good about Michael Penix, but hey, at least he force feeds the ball to London, right? Yes, this is really close. It's really close. Okay, so Anthony also has option C. I'm going to take Tua here. Brissett or Nix? I'm just going to start Tua. You like Nix or Brissett better?
Well, I do like Brissett a little better than Tua this week. But, again, the issue here for Anthony, like, okay, you roll with Tua this week. You got to spend your own money. Who do the Dolphins get next week? Because remember, Nix is on bye. So you need a QB for the next 2 weeks. Are the Dolphins on bye next week? I believe they are.
Oh. Yeah, next week it's going to bump up. It's not just they're week 12.
Yeah.
Next week, so they're on bye.
So you're going to have to pick up a different QB next week? I mean, if you're okay with that, dropping your own money to pick up Tua this week and then dropping your own money to pick up a different QB next week, but Tua's on bye next week as well.
Yeah, sure enough. 4 teams. It's going to be Dolphins, Commanders, who play each other, and then Broncos and Chargers next week. Yeah, with these quarterbacks, you can juggle them, whatever, please, week to week. I'm just going to look at the guy because none of these to me feel like guys I have to keep, right? Don't want to lose him. I'm just going to play Tua this week and then see what happens next week. Because look, he's like, oh, Tua just got dropped. Someone else might get dropped after this week, right? You might get a better option that comes along. All right, Tarsha, Lawson, Werner, another one. We need a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, flex, and a tight end here. Okay, Lamar or Herbert?
Lamar.
Dowdle, Pacheco, Sean Tucker. Ooh.
Well, you might have to play Dowdle and Sean Tucker. Let's hope Pacheco plays. If Pacheco plays, Dowdle, Pacheco.
Yeah. Then we got Rice, Flowers, Allen, Tet, Tucker, JMO. We need 2 receivers in the flex.
I'm guessing we're not going to flex one of those running backs. We're going to go Rice, Flowers, Jameson.
All right. And then Ferguson or Kittle?
Kittle.
Yeah. Kittle now. Alex Bellevue. 1 running back, 1 flex. Chase Brown, Vidal, Mark Sutton.
I'm going to go Chase Brown and Woody Marks.
You got to like Chase Brown this week for sure. I think the flex is a little closer, but again, that Marks matchup. Starman, welcome back. Needs a QB with both those guys hurt. Trade Garrett Wilson for Caleb, or just look on the waivers. Mac Jones, Tua, Jacoby Rogers, or Geno.
Yeah, I'm not trading Garrett Wilson for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb's just not a guy I feel like I need to trade for.
Nah, you can just roll with Tua or Brissett this week. I guess Tua against the Commanders with Marvin Harrison out.
Right. And then Tarsha got one more. first place in the money league. Nice. And JT's on bye. Not so nice. Pick 2 running backs, 3 receivers, tight end, and a flex. Okay, we got CMC. That's pretty good. Looks like it's either Brees or Marks.
Marks. I'm going to go Marks over Brees.
3 receivers, and we still need a flex.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up flexing Brees anyways. I'm going to go Nico, Ladd, Diggs, and then, I'm going to flex Brees. So I guess I'm sitting Jameson and Tez, and I think you still got to go Kittle over Gadsden.
Yeah. Kittle has shown now he's ramping up. He looks healthy. He's getting more involved. I think Kittle might get back to actually just being a must start. Mollywop, as always, showing some love. Appreciate you. Yes, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for that reminder. Let's see. We got Mollywop. Thoughts? Barkley, Gainwell, and Slayton for Sutton, Walker, and Monty.
Nah, I want the Barkley side, definitely.
Yeah, this is like Barkley for those 3 guys. Nah, it's Barkley. All right, and Bob asking about Roberto Clemente. I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of his. I'm not a Pirates fan, but how can you not like Roberto Clemente? I mean, come on.
Right.
Hunter Collins, 12-team Dynasty Superflex. Hello, getting some Dynasty action here tonight. Got May, Dart, Puka, Chase, Neighbors, and Fannin. Do I trade Neighbors and Fannin for Bowers in the second?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Not unless it's tight end premium.
Yeah, even
This
so.
doesn't feel like enough for Neighbors.
No, it's definitely not enough for Neighbors. No. John Wickering. All right. He's going to show his team and then the ops. So here's his. I'm assuming there's a follow-up to this. Let me see. I don't know. Okay, here's the other one. Probably going to ask which team you like better. So.
All right, ready for the other one? White, Kuka, Smith, Kittle, Diggs. All right.
And then here's the other one.
Next, Bijan, Gibbs, McConkey, Parker Washington. Well, Harrison Jr. is not playing now, so I'm guessing he'll put Odunze in. Which I would have had Odunze in over Harrison anyways. I mean, he's certainly got you at running back, but I think you got him at wide receiver. You definitely got him at QB.
Right.
You got him at tight end. I think I like your team better.
Yeah, this team definitely has some gaps, or I see some issues, and yours doesn't so much. I mean, obviously he's got the monster running backs, but I think overall you got the better squad. So John, also here's a follow-up. Should I grab any of these waiver wire running backs? Don't think so.
Nah, you're good.
I mean, even if we didn't know your team, I would say I don't see anyone there who interests me. So, yeah, I think you're good, John. You're good for right now. Then let's get to Cody again. Do we feel better about Wandale or Slayton? Assuming, of course, health, and they play in both. Like, who do you think Jameis is going to like better?
I think he's going to like Slayton better. That down the field outside guy, but also Slayton just has a much better matchup this week. The Packers have been really, really tough to slot wide receivers this year, not giving up much at all. So I think he's gonna like Slayton better. That he's not a guy who likes to throw the ball 5 yards down the field.
I don't think, like, if you try to explain to him like what a check down is, be like that face he makes.
Yeah.
I can just see you got Captain Check Down, Russell Wilson on the sideline, and then you have Jameis air it out Winston. I can see Russ like trying to teach him, like, okay, like I know you're looking 50 yards that way, but sometimes there's a running back who's just right here and he's actually open. You're like, what?
Why would I throw to a running back?
I'm like, what? Juice, who do you like to stash here, Booty or Parker Washington?
I think you got to still prefer Booty in that Patriots offense.
Yeah, because you said stash. I mean, obviously this week, if Booty's out, then, but you're talking stash. Booty does have more upside. I didn't see that. Was he already ruled out for this week?
That must have happened while we were streaming here.
Yeah, I didn't know that was official. All right. But again, didn't sound like it was a severe hamstrings issue. I would assume he'll be good next week, but
yeah. Oh, Ramondre out as well. So yeah, you should feel good about Travion.
Nice. Starman, back to him, asked the question earlier about quarterbacks. Purdy is available. I don't think Purdy's playing. Look, at this point, I'm just forgetting Purdy. If he plays, they've already said re-injury risk will be there all season long. He's not 100%. I don't know. Would you go Purdy?
Over.
Let me see. Because he just had the question. Hold on, Starman. I saw it.
They said Mac Jones, Tua, Jacoby, Rogers. No, I would just go Jacoby or Tua.
Yeah. Purdy is one of those players, even if when he's activated, finally, like, all right, he's playing. I'm not chancing it. Let's wait and see, right? And it's not like there's like a smash spot here anyways. Okay. So now next up is Alan R. Needs one running back between Marks, Chase Brown, Aaron Jones, Kamani Vidal. Some players we like there.
Chase Brown's number one for me.
Yeah. Chase Brown. May or Stafford this week?
May.
Yeah, definitely May. Okay. Let's put a number on it. How likely is Freiermuth to do what he did a few weeks ago? Because it's the Bengals.
57%. I think it's got to be higher than 50. Like, tight ends have just been so good against the Bengals. But it can't be super high. This isn't like Trey McBride playing the Bengals. So I'll say 57%.
Right. And, the problem is they have more than one tight end who gets involved. It could be Jonnu Smith. Seriously, it could be. And I almost did. I think I kind of said, like, on the waivers, it was like Steelers tight ends, like, pick one. But if you're going to pick one, it should be Muth, right? Obviously what he did last week, but it was weird, right? Remember last week, Darnell Washington actually got more receptions than both Smith and Freiermuth.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen again, but it could happen again. Like, it could be Jonnu Smith. Freiermuth is still the logical play here. I will go 64% likelihood.
It's weird because I'm looking at tight ends against the Bengals. Brenton Strange only had 3 catches for 17 yards. Evan Ingram only had 4 for 29 against them. But here's a real shocking one. Tucker Kraft only had 2 catches for 43 yards against them. Did he get hurt that game or something?
I don't remember, but I do remember you talked me out of putting him on the booms that week because I was like, Tucker Kraft against the Bengals? I was like, come on. And so, yeah, I remember that.
He did score, though. He did score. He did score at least.
Actually, maybe I did put him on. I don't know.
I think you might have. So it's not like you know what I mean? So it's not like every tight end has boomed against the Bengals, but so I can't go too high here.
Right. All right. Guru League podcast. In the final week of trading, Judkins and Gadsden for Kyron. Got Kelsey as the fallback plan there.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I still got to prefer Kyron to Judkins, and I can get by with Kelsey.
Yeah, I think you have to prefer Kyron to Judkins. Yeah, I think that's fine. Do it just to solidify running back here. All right, let's get back to Adam. Adam Aboud just negotiated a little more on that trade. So what do we think now? This is a big one. Giving up CeeDee Lamb, Chase Brown, and AJB for Bijan London and Kittle. That's pretty major.
Well, let's see. I prefer Bijan to CD. I definitely prefer London to Chase Brown. I probably prefer Kittle to AJB at this point. Give me the Bijan side. Give me the Bijan side.
Yeah, looking at that, if you're getting the Bijan side, as you say, looks like you're getting, do it. Yeah, that's a good trade for you. Well done, Adam. Python.
What's up?
What's up? All right. Oh, is it time to get back to base? All right, hold on. Let's do this first. Sit. We can only sit one. Keon, Bill, Sutton, Tucker. I wish it just said start one.
I know. I wish you said sit 4. I mean, look, Sutton's fine. Tucker, I guess, should be fine. Keon, Bill. Oh man. I don't know. I'll sit Bill. The Dolphins' run defense hasn't even been that bad. Chris Rodriguez is playing. At least Keon could do what he did last week and score a random touchdown. Like, what is Bill going to do? I'll sit Bill.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the answer. All right, but here we go. Back to the basics. All right, I wonder if that means that the last couple weeks hasn't been working, but just yards, 3 quarterbacks. Who gets the most passing yards this week? I don't think we have any limitations here, so just top 3.
Just passing yards. All we care about is passing yards. I'm going to go...
Jameis? No.
No, I'm going to go... it's tough. It's like Stafford's in a tough spot. Mahomes in a tough spot.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of rematches this week. There are a lot of tough matchups, close matchups this week.
I'm going to go Flacco.
Good choice.
For just talking yards, I'm going to go Drake May, Josh Allen, and Flacco.
I think I was kind of burned by Dak the last couple of weeks ago, right? He didn't do a whole lot. I'll go back to it. I'll go Dak Prescott. I, of course, will go Joe Flacco. Stick to my guns. I'm going to go Tua. He has one of those big games. There you go. Good luck, Python, as always. Mark wants to know with Booty out, who you got, Swift or Diggs?
Diggs. I'm pretty sure I had Diggs over Swift even with Booty playing, so Diggs.
Right. Yeah. It's not just because of Booty. I mean, Booty doesn't command like a monster target share or anything, you know?
Right.
Okay. Wow. Look at that. We're caught up. All the super chats have been answered and the members. We got all those. We can do a couple more. But quick reminder, thank you, Tarsha. Appreciate you. So I don't mind. Let's read this out loud. She says, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget we've helped win many leagues last year. And looking,
nice.
Like, yeah, that one team in first place, y'all on the way again. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a good time to remind everyone, again, hit that subscribe button. It does not hurt. Does not cost anything.
Right.
All right. And actually, we got Anthony. Lost my internet. We appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Buys are a pain. I know. I'm going to get burned. If I'm going to go down the ship, might as well be my own guy, right?
There you go.
John. Hurts or Herbert?
I'm going to still go Hurts.
Yeah. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex here.
I'm going to go Henry Javante at running back. Puka Ladd at wide receiver. Oh, man. Brees, Diggs. No, I have Diggs higher. I'm going to flex Diggs over Brees. So Henry Javante, Puka Ladd, Diggs. And I still have Schultz over Freiermuth. Schultz especially in the games with Davis Mills, has got an insane target share. I'm going to go Schultz.
It's funny that you should mention Davis Mills. This looks like our last super chat. 99 cents, always well spent by Mark Evans. You already know. All right, Mark.
He asked yesterday about the general. Let's see what he says tonight.
Oh, it's about the general. Here we go. Davis Mills. Josh Allen. Davis Mills clearly has the better matchup. That's just objectively true.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, it's your team, Mark, so don't want to sway you either way. Could go either way, which is factually true.
That is also true, sadly, in fantasy.
I think for the rushing upside, might lean Josh Allen, though. Vice Key wants to know, is Terry worth dropping at this point?
Oh, I'm not dropping Terry. Look, he's out this week. They have the bye next week. Are you telling me if Terry McLaurin, let's just say, let's even make it worse. Let's say it's week 15 and the Commanders are like, Terry and Jaden Daniels are both playing this week. Are you telling me there's somebody worse than Terry McLaurin that's going to be on your waiver wire? Probably not. So unless you're in look, we do have some endgame members that are in very shallow 8-10 team leagues, and maybe there are players better than Terry McLaurin on your waiver wire. In that case, sure, drop them. But I'm not dropping Terry McLaurin to pick up Michael Wilson or Parker Washington or whatever. No.
Right. He's not been placed on IR, which means they don't think he's going to be out forever. So only shallow leagues if you really need him. Somebody else. All right, Robert's got more. Robert Perky, mid-season report. 21 winning teams, 500 teams, and 3 with subs. So, man, 21 winning teams. That's crazy. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I don't even mean just winning all your leagues, how you keep up with it. I can barely keep up with my 20-something leagues.
Yeah, that's insane. I think it's funny that the 3 sub 500 ones are the ones driving you crazy. I mean, one of the nice things to me, I wish I could win a championship with every single one of my teams, but I know that's impossible. It's one of the nice things to me about the fantasy playoffs is I don't even have to look at my bad teams anymore. It's all right, they're eliminated. Now I can just focus on the good ones.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. Okay, how about Jason Priddle drop Mason to grab Ollie Gordon as a handcuff if you got Achane?
I don't even know if Ollie Gordon is a handcuff. We've been seeing a decent amount of Jalen Wright lately either, so I don't think so. I mean, I'm fine dropping Mason, but Ollie Gordon.
Thought I saw Gordon was questionable too. He's banged up, so I mean, no. Maybe Mason is droppable, but not for Gordon. Molly now. Had to use Ferg at the flex. Would you drop Mason for Michael Wilson this week?
Yeah, I can do that, I guess.
Yeah, we've been saying, Mason is droppable. I just said that. Michael Wilson, if you're going to play him, yeah, go out and get him. I think that's fine. It's fine. Let's do Richard Anapolsky. Needs 3. We need another Michael Wilson question here. Jennings, Wilson, Ridley, Sutton, Slayton.
Jennings is my number 1. Sutton's my number 2. Slayton, if he plays, my number 3. I'll go Michael Wilson over Ridley if Slayton is out.
All right, and then Alan R with another.
All right, wow. I'm gonna give Alan the benefit of the doubt that he wasn't here in the beginning when we talked about Marvin Harrison out, and we literally said, "Do not ask us about Trey McBride." There is no tight end even close to Trey McBride this week. Look, maybe Kittle will outscore Trey McBride, but Trey McBride should get 20 targets this week. Trey McBride should be a monster. Starting Trey McBride. Kyron or Aaron Jones? I'm going Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I mean, look, Kittle, this is going to be a tough question going forward. This week, it has to be Trey McBride. Let's put it that way. And then what is up sliding in here? It's been too long, Roberto.
What's up, Roberto?
They've been in
What
the
is up?
Discord.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, still in the Discord. Yeah. All right, one running back, one receiver, and a flex, and a defense. Thank you. Make sure we didn't manage to go a whole stream without defense question. Judkins, Swift, Henry, Henderson. Pick
I have
one.
Henderson. I have Henderson at running back, Nico at wide receiver,
And a flex.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, Henry, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, Henderson, Nico. Gonna be my choices.
There you go. And then Bears, Chiefs, Chargers. Chargers get the Jags.
Actually, hold on. I take it back, Roberto. I have Devonta Smith one spot higher than Derrick Henry. How'd I look? But I have Henry higher than Henderson.
Okay, so Henry, Smith, Nico.
Yeah, I guess. Well, there's a part of me now that Ramonder's out wants to put Henderson over Derrick Henry, and I think I might.
Actually, I think I might too. And I love me some Derrick Henry, but I think I got to find out with Henderson. Okay,
Yeah,
Henderson.
So I'm gonna go with Smith, Nico, Henderson.
There it is.
Only because Henry gets the Browns. Tough spot.
Then a defense here. Bears at Vikings. JJ McCarthy. You got Chiefs at Bo Nix. You got the Chargers at the Jags.
I'll go Chargers.
All right. And then Rose of the West. How cooked for trading Bucky for Brees and Juwan Johnson?
Yeah. I don't think you're that cooked. I think you'll be all right.
I mean, look, Bucky hasn't officially been declared in for this week yet, and Brees, like you saw, even in a tough matchup, he can still be a RB1 on a weekly basis. He's not gonna do it every week, but he could. So no, I don't think that's bad. Parallel Earth, pick the top 3 receivers. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting a thing. Like Pythons, he wants the top 3 receivers for yardage this week. This might be a little harder though.
This is going to be a little tougher. I'm going to go Chase. Actually, I don't even know if this will be tougher. I'm going to go Chase, JSN. Jefferson.
I will go. This is going to be a little tougher for me. And Chase, obviously, it's got to be 1. Gonna go just yardage, right? Just a yardage.
Yep.
Go Puka. It's been a while since he's had a huge game. I'll just go Puka. And I got to pick one I'll go Nico. Nico Collins. Go for it, Nico.
Yeah, Jefferson, Nico. I could go either way on that one. I was thinking about that. I was hoping you would pick Nico.
All right, another defense question. Adventure, Green Bay or Dallas?
I'll take a chance on Green Bay against Jameis. Look, Jameis slings it, but he'll also sling it to the other team. And he'll definitely take sacks. I'll go Green Bay.
Yeah, definitely want Green Bay. Should love Green Bay defense this week. Molly, we basically said yes. Flex Wilson. Of course, you want to keep Kittle in at tight end.
Yeah,
I think that's fine. And was one that I missed here. I want to make sure we get to it. What do you think about this? Gadsden above millions. Gadsden or Michael Wilson at the flex?
I might go Gadsden if he plays. I like Gadsden this week.
Yeah, I mean, he should be fine. I would think he'll be fine. So there you go. All right. Yes, I think we are definitely caught up now. All right, I want to give the last word to Anthony. Dropped for a minute. We appreciate you guys being on here this whole time. Cannot wait for 100K. I know we're getting there. Enjoy Thursday night football. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. And don't forget, get your waivers in there. And as I always say, don't forget to go out and check who was dropped sometimes your league mates will do foolish things. You want to be
Yeah.
the one who does it, but you also want to take advantage of that. So go out and check and see what's out there and start setting your lineups. But check in because we're going to have injury updates tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday as usual. Check out all the videos that are still coming out every single day. And one more reminder, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, go ahead and do it. Appreciate all of you. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.